The past year has been an eventful yet successful one for the Sknfa. There has been progress in both domestic and national football programs, all leading to the accomplishment of the mandate of the Sknfa executive. First, let's take a look at the progress made in domestic football. Early 2023, the new season began with promises of increased prize monies, a Player of the Month accolade, and increased media presence to promote the sport locally and internationally. A key part of this season was the thrust by the Sknfa to bring football back into the communities, a pseudo home and away format so that clubs and communities can earn revenues from hosting matches, while at the same time promoting the sport among the communities. This was even expanded to Nevis, where fans there and across the various football fields in St. Kitts came out in their numbers to support their teams. Additionally, the Women's League kicked off and is in progress with matches played at the Sknfa Technical Centre and the Nevis Athletic Stadium. Some matches are streamed live to give fans an opportunity to see the games and to promote the women's game, a mandate of this Sknfa executive. The Sknfa Division 1 League for 2023 ended on a high note, with the top two teams, Manta, which had not lost a game all season, and Trafalgar South Stars that only lost one match, meeting in the last match of the season to determine the team to be promoted to the Premier League. In the end, South Stars drew the match, which was enough for them to qualify for the Premier League, while Manta faced Spurs in the relegation promotion playoffs, a new format this season. Eventually, Spurs maintained their spot in the Premier League. Also early 2023, the Sknfa, under the direction of executive member Phil Cooper, hosted a grassroots festival in Halfway Tree. The aim was to help relaunch youth football after the hiatus prompted by COVID-19.
And we wanted this to give the clubs a little energy, a little boost, and youth football is around the corner, and we wanted to use this as well. Same way, a little energy, a little boost for the youths to let them come out, let them start to have fun, let them know that, hey, we want football back again. So that was the main purpose behind the festival.
Speaking of youth football, in April and May, the Sknfa hosted the highly successful youth football competitions, the Sknfa Premier Youth Cup, the Atiba Harris Under-15 and Keith Gums Under-17 Youth Cup. Keon won both the Under-15 and Under-17 competitions, and Sadlers won the Under-13 competition.
The purpose behind them is to try to get the players as early as we possibly can to start culture them with the modern football, which is necessary for them to play on a higher level.
Internationally, the success of senior men's national team in creating history by qualifying for the CONCACAF Gold Cup is undoubtedly the jewel in the crown for the national football program over the past year.
To the Sugar Boys, I want you to continue to be role models now that you're back home, to encourage our youths who are now looking up to you for great things. We have young players, both male and female, who will be admiring you, admiring the success, and don't let it end here. Our local coaching staff, nobody thinks we could do it, But guess what? You just united the whole country now. People home crying, people home in disbelief. The love, the passion, you left it out on the field.
Another crowning glory for the Sknfa in the past year is the successful hosting of the CONCACAF Caribbean Club Shield. This is the first time the competition was held in the Federation, and the local organizing committee led by the Sknfa was praised by CONCACAF for successfully hosting the tournament. Incidentally, this year's competition was the largest, with 15 teams from across the Caribbean. Matches were held at the Warner Park Football Stadium with a newly manicured pitch and the Sknfa Technical Centre. Over the past year, we lost some persons in the football community who've contributed significantly to the sport as players, match officials, and administrators. We refer to Mr. Spencer Amory, former General Secretary of the Sknfa, Mr. Earl Clark, former referee and social activist, Crispin Nisbet, former player of Garden Hotspurs, Alden O.J. Maynard, also a former Garden Hotspurs player, and Elston Samuel, a former player with Connery FC and a DJ at many Premier League games across St. Kitts. These outstanding individuals left a legacy to the sport The second half of the football season domestically was a huge success. The Super 6 playoffs was one of the most exciting in recent history, with fans turning out in their numbers and at least 5 of the 6 teams with a chance to make the finals with just one match to go in the round-robin stage. In the end, Village Superstars turned out the winners, forcing a Game 3 against defending champion St. Paul's United, going all the way down to penalties to determine the winner.
Village Superstars is back. Village Superstars is back where they rightfully belong, on the top.
A couple months later, the LV Star Brown Women's League ended on a high with the Old Road United Lady Jets winning the title for the very first time, bringing the first major title to Old Road. Another high point of the Women's League is the newest club in women's football, Queen City from Nevis, making the playoffs in their very first participation in the league. Youth football returned in a major way, with all the youth leagues administered to its final conclusion. Deer Bay Eagles Young Stars winning the Sknfa Youth Cup Under 13, St. Peter's FC winning the Atiba Harris Under 15 League, and Keon Rockets winning the Keith Gums Under 17 League. Also big for 2023 was the introduction of the FIFA Talent Development Scheme, TDS. The main goal of the TDS is to help raise the standards of national team football around the world for both men and women, driven by FIFA's desire for a long-term dedication to global talent development.
Well, the TDS is a wonderful program that just come on the board under the vision of Arsene Wenger. It gives us the opportunity to find the players at a young age, take care of their football deficiencies.
As always, St. Kitts and Nevis continues to excel in the area of match officiating. 11 referees and match officials were selected by FIFA for the 2024 football year, a higher number than several member associations across the Caribbean. These are referees Kimball Ward, Trisley Basu, Sanchez Bass, Chandra Wilkinson, Reginald Gums, and Hakeem Harvey. Assistant referees Mario Parry, Tara Wilkinson, Lenroy Paris, Jaden Rouse, and Janiqua Matthew. 2023 was an exceptional year in football in St. Kitts and Nevis. 2024 can only get better.